Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Jaguar football as we get back into the action in quarter number one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lawrence. He finds his running back, Hyde. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready? 50, play.
Here we go. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They go play action now. Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Lord, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. It cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They had to settle for 3 drive, hoping this second go around ends in
Okay. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me now. Sorry, I just realized that my audio settings were not where they should have been. Okay. Okay. Also, let me know if the bit rate is off. I apologize for the inconvenience. I really do. Okay, now it's looking much better. Okay, thank you. Thank goodness. Anyway, again, the score is 3-0 Jacksonville, and a 3rd down and 1 situation. And Jacksonville is getting very close to scoring a touchdown. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me. Okay. But yeah, I'm very sorry about that. It's just that my PS4 just kept it just kept ending my streams prematurely, and that's the only reason why we have like 4 parts when it should have only been 1 part to begin with. But I'm hoping that this is it. I'm hoping that I don't have to make any more parts than I already need to. I just don't know why it was doing that, and I'm hoping that this does not become a reoccurring problem. But anyway, how's everything going, Fac?
Throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
You're in the middle of updating Fac. I did see, I do see a picture of you promoting Weed, or New Weed Order, I believe it's called. Is that what you're gonna look like for your new group? You know, because I did make T-shirts for the Diamond World Order, the DWO. So I imagine you're probably doing the same thing with the with the shirts that you're making, because I can see a little bit of your icon and what you're going for. Very creative, and I seriously mean that. Also, touchdown, Jacksonville. And Jacksonville takes a 9-0 lead with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first half. You're making awesome. Well, I have some bad news, I hate to say, Feck. At least as far as the Weed Order. I don't know if you want to know what the bad news is. I'll tell you unless you want me to not spoil it for you. You know, as far as WWE is concerned. Anyway, Jacksonville takes the lead 10-0 after that extra point with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in this half. Good drink there. Also have to keep an eye out on the frame rate there. All right, cool. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. What do I have to do to smooth this one out?
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come first and 10.
Yeah, just let me know if you guys are having trouble with like the way that the stream looks. I mean, if I knew that we were going to have this much trouble, I wouldn't have done this, but oh well. How do I use faster encoding preset? Okay. Don't worry, guys. I'll figure this out. I just don't know. I'll figure this out somehow. Is it this? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Green World Order. Don't want to copy the NWO. Oh, okay. See, I didn't realize that. Oh, dear. I always hate it when it does this. I'm like... Anyway, nice catch there. Okay. Anyway, nice catch there. But anyway, I'm sorry for the stream and the way that it is. I'm doing my best to try to figure this one out.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. 7 yards to pick up there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a
Dear,
minute
where?
to go before halftime. Second down and
Anyway. Well, again, it is Jacksonville 10 to nothing against the Jets. Again, I'm still trying to figure out what to do here.
Now the Jets going to use the
Dear.
second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection...
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. Again, I apologize for the inconvenience that this is causing. Jeez, usually I don't have this many problems here. I really don't. But for some reason, it's not letting me... oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. What is this?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again.
Anyway, welcome back, JT Price. Hopefully you guys are can see as well as hear me, but also if the picture is clear or if it's like jumbled or something like that, let me know if that's the case, because I'm still trying to find a way to make it as good as I can make it, given everything.
Here's Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
Oh, let me see this. I can see in here perfectly fine. Okay, because I was looking at my my stream health as far as what YouTube says, and it says it was poor. But I guess if it's not that bad, then, great. It's just so weird. That's all I'm saying. It really is.
This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half.
But thankfully you're watching this, so I'm happy. But still, I'm not too happy with the fact that, again, that PlayStation just kept closing my or ending my streams prematurely. Like, come on. I just want something to work. I'm not asking for the moon or anything. But thank you for at least letting me know that you can see and hear me. Perfectly fine. All right, cool. All right, so at the end of one half, it is 10-0 Jets as we begin the third quarter. Yeah, second quarter or second half, third quarter. I'm so, as you can see or as you can hear, I'm still kind of visually annoyed. But I appreciate the fact that that you're very understanding. And also, outside of that, how's everything going in JT Price land? I believe I was about to ask you that eventually, but I was so flustered with how often I was getting cut off that I didn't even get to ask you that. So how's everything going, man? Okay, good. It cleared itself up. Thank goodness. Okay, so 1st and 10th. First and 10, I should say, at the 45. And in fact, they are approaching midway. And of course, JT Price, you are on the Jets, believe it or not. That would be the team in green, by the way. The team with the ball. Nice catch there. And nice throw there by Zach Wilson. 111 yards. Excuse me. It's been fine making skits and posting a lot more and working as well. Yeah, I mean, I've been working too, and I'm just thankful that today is the weekend. Nice catch there by Davis. And I should also mention, as far as JT Price, the player is concerned. Let me just get the oh, there we go. And of course, JT Price is the cornerback, so you are a defensive player. So right now, we're gonna find out if the Jets can cut this to within one score. Also, let me turn off my let me put on the Do Not Disturb sign so I don't get pinged a lot. But yeah, and for those who were summoned thanks to the Madden player role, I apologize. I really do. It's not often that this happens where I get cut off and I have to start again. And it's not often I use my OBS to use for my PS4. Hopefully we can bounce back. Yep, absolutely. We will see if the Jets can make it. Right now they are at the 20-yard line. They are in the red zone. Let's see if they can get it. Wilson trying to find somebody. He gets it. And a first down and all the way to the 4. And who catches that ball? Davis. Nice catch there by Davis to get it to within 4. Or to the 4-yard line, rather. Excuse me. Nice catch there by Davis. And Davis... There you see Darius Helms also making his debut. And I forgot to mention that for offense, the wide receiver is Diamond Light, and the tight end is Shadow Knight. And, well, a touchdown. Nice run there. And I can't see his name. But a touchdown for the Jets, and they cut it to within 4. Extra point upcoming. But a touchdown nonetheless for the Jets, and that is Carter, who got himself a run and was taken down finally by Josh Allen. Not to be confused with Josh Allen, the quarterback from on the Buffalo Bills. But now the Jets are within 4. And with this, that'll get them to within 3. This extra point. And the extra point is good, so it is now a 3... Whoa, that was weird. Anyway, now it's a 3-point game. So now what the Jets will have to try to do is get the ball back, whether it is through an interception, and who knows, maybe JT Price comes up big in this situation. Or they have to hope that Trevor Lawrence, makes a mistake. And I'll tell you one thing, Lawrence... I'll have to look at the stats again to see if, because I wasn't paying attention to Jacksonville's touchdown because I was so busy trying to fix the damn stream, but thankfully it fixed itself. Thankfully, and I thank God for that. All right, let me see how we check the stream. All right, cool. All right, so 2:44. And they take it to the 23, so a little less than average. Not bad. But now we'll see if the Jets can come up big here. And Feck says, "Sup, JT?" And also, Feck, you were drafted. I should mention what team you were drafted by. You were drafted by the Falcons, and you were drafted as an outside linebacker. And as a matter of fact, you're teaming up with MSW, Walter Johnson, and Jamar Games with the Falcons. Anyway, nice run play, but didn't really get a lot going on. And unfortunately, there's an injury with Norwell. Yeah. By the way, Feck, just for reference sake, which teams are your favorites? Or maybe even what teams would you that are not your favorites, that are like your more hated teams, I guess you could say. Anyway, there's JT Price, number 28. And also on defense is Najee Firefox, number 24, standing next to him. And I may as well extend that same question to JT as well. Lawrence trying to find somebody, and he gets it. And who did he get it to? Nice catch there. Jose Blanco. Jose Blanco, the wide receiver on Jacksonville. Nice catch there. I mean, of course, Jose for the longest time was a defensive player. So, and he was in the secondary, so he is pretty much reverse engineering, especially his conversion to a wideout. So he definitely has the experience, but in reverse. He now is a wide receiver, and he's trying to, go from being a defensive player to an offensive player, and just the fact that he's a former defensive player, he would know how other defenses are going to work. I would think so. Anyway, Chiefs, Ravens, Packers, and the Saints. Yeah, those are good teams to have. Definitely some great teams, man. Don't like the Jets? Well, we'll see. We'll see if it's the Jets or the Jaguars that are going to be moving on. Anyway, nice run there, and wow. Robinson with a huge run. And Robinson gets to the 28. And if you're the Jets, you got to stop them. I mean, a field goal doesn't hurt, but a touchdown will make it next to impossible to come back from. So they got to find a way to stop them. And as for JT Price, believe it or not, you did win a Super Bowl. I'm trying to remember. It was you won a Super Bowl in season 8, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh no, wait, it was season 7, and it was part as part of the Titans, I should say. Excuse me, I can't talk. So you were part of the Titans in season 7, and you won your first championship. So no, it wasn't with Tampa. It was with the Titans, actually. In fact, you won it with Brandon and with Jose at the time. So no, it wasn't with Tampa. It was with the Titans, actually. Tennessee. Yeah, it was the Tennessee, actually. So, and in fact, Tennessee, in terms of teams in the game, or in Madden, are the only 2-time champions. Everybody else has only won one championship thus far in the Madden series. A run and a first down, and they give it to Robinson, and Robinson has just been unstoppable for Jacksonville. I mean, the Jets just cannot stop the run. But how did I get traded to the Jets? Good. That's a good question, because I was talking to my good friend Ram, or Ramish, or Ramish, but I call him Ram, like R-A-M, Ram. And he mentioned that the Detroit Lions was one of the teams that he dreamed of playing alongside, outside of maybe his namesake, the Los Angeles Rams. So he mentioned the Lions was one of his favorite teams, and I was like, well, he is a cornerback, and you're a cornerback, so basically it was a cornerback for a cornerback trade, so that's how that happened. So you ended up trading places with Ram. So that's how that trade came to be. Anyway, nice completion there to, well, I didn't see who he completed it to. Oh, to Jose Blanco, of course. And they're at the 7-yard line. I mean, for the Jets, this is huge. I mean, if they can get a stop here, or at the least limit them to a field goal, they'll have a chance. But if they don't, I don't like their chances right here. And wait, did he get into the end zone? Yeah, going against your friend, and oh, it was Hyde who ran it in, and they said that the ball broke the plane. That was not a good angle. I would have wanted to see a top-down view. But the referees did rule it. I mean, if that's not a touchdown, they would have challenged. But I guess maybe they saw a better view of it. Because I like, again, when you're holding the ball or when you're carrying the ball, any part of the ball that crosses the plane is a touchdown. You know, if you want to blame the referees for that, you may as well. Well, now the Jets, if they're gonna win this, they have to score and score quickly. That's what they got to do. They got to score quickly. I don't like their chances, but then again, we have seen comebacks before. Anyway, they get to the 26, and they have 4 minutes and 26 seconds left to do it. And it's up to Zach Wilson to get the job done. But yeah, unfortunately, what undid the Jets was their inability to stop the run. Good drink, though. Anyway, 1st and 10. And now Zach Wilson going to try to run. And does he get the first down? He does. Also, hey, what's up, Diamond Light? Great to see you, man.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10.
But yeah, great to see you, Diamond Light. And Diamond, you are in this game. Nice catch there. I believe that was Davis, was that? Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, you're on the Jets actually, and of course, and as you can see, time is against you, and if the Jets are going to win, they're going to have to make a comeback and make it quick. But nonetheless, though, how's everything going in Diamond Land? I may as well mention one thing as far as Diamond Light, the character, is that Diamond Light, along with 3 others, is going to be in a #1 contender match. And that, of course, if you win, you become the #1 contender to the Blue Toad Wrestling Championship. Whether you face off against the former champion, Kyle Young, or the current champion, Captain Danger. And, of course, those two will have a fight or have a match as well for that championship as well. And they hand it off, and they get the first down. But they got to keep going. They got to keep moving. Anyway.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
All aboard on the L train. And ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, then again, I wasn't expecting. Well, actually, it's just the Jacksonville Jaguars started to step up. I mean, but then again, it could have happened the other way around. Wilson trying to find somebody, and unfortunately he gets caught. And who did he get caught by? Josh Allen. Great play there by Josh Allen. And unfortunately, as far as the Jets are concerned, it's not looking good.
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
Yeah, unfortunately, Josh Allen got to Zach Wilson. Of course, the rookie has a lot to learn, or well, soon to be sophomore, but. Oh, he's going to go long, and he got it. Oh, no, wait, didn't get it. I thought for a moment he had it, but he couldn't hold on to it. But yeah, one of the reasons that the Jets fall behind is their inability to stop the run, and that's what happened, and that's how Jacksonville took a 10-point lead at this point, though. Yeah, but not Josh Allen, the quarterback, but Josh Allen, the defensive end. Or is he I forget if he's a defensive end or a linebacker, but I know he's one of those two positions. Nice catch, though. No, out of bounds. For a moment, I thought he had it, but no. Well, obviously, if you're the Jets, you got to go for it. You have no other reason not to. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to see Diamond Light and 3 others fight for the right to face off against whoever the champion's going to be. And it's an incompletion, and that's going to give Jacksonville the ball back. I mean, Shaquille Griffith was able to defend that pass really well. But yeah, Trevor Lawrence with 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 146 yards. So he's done exactly what he needs to do to get his team to win. When is the show? Well, up until now, I couldn't really give you a straight answer because, as you remember, we were voting, like there was a vote for whether or not it was going to be tomorrow or on Sunday that we were going to do, or that I was going to do a stream of Super Mario Party. Sunday ended up winning out. So yeah, it'll be that stream is going to be on Sunday, which means that by default, Blue Toad Wrestling will be on tomorrow. Now, of course, if anything changes, I will let you guys know, definitely. Now, I wasn't even sure if we were going to have a show even at all because I was having trouble with what is it? I was having trouble with editing calls or creator wrestlers. I was trying to edit some creations, but I couldn't because every time that I did, what would happen is the screen would freeze. So I was having trouble with, saving creations or editing. So I had to re-download the game. Thankfully, I didn't have to buy it again. I just had to almost got intercepted there. But the short answer is tomorrow, Saturday. But like I said, if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know, and I'll let everybody else in the Discord know. Oh, well, first let me get through this portion here. So now the Jets have it back now, but now they have far less time to make a difference. I don't know if this will be enough, but Jacksonville was unable to run out the clock. But if you're Zach Wilson, it's do or die. Anyway, as for your 3 opponents, they include the likes of. I'll type it out. Ooh, incomplete. What did I? Let me double check again. Oh, right. So you have MBN John, who came off of winning his feud with Wild Man Outlaw 3-2, winning the deciding match and getting the deciding match at the Survivor Series Super Show. Then, of course, you have Jose Blanco, who has defended that championship, that Universal Championship, successfully over the course of the last 3 Super Shows. And then, of course, you have a rising star in Joshua James, and that, like, even though he lost his match in, like, how do I put this? Even though he lost the even though he lost the match against the Intercontinental Champion Mobman, the fact that Mobman had to resort to cheap tactics for him to get past Joshua, I was like, you know what? I'm going to put Joshua... Wait a minute. Intercepted. And that's going to more than do it against Jacksonville, or for Jacksonville, against the Jets. But in short, Joshua is a rising star. Jose has defended his championship in 3 of the last Super Shows that he's defended the Universal Championship in, and the fact that John came off of winning his rivalry against Wild Man Outlaw. And of course, let's not forget that Diamond Light is Diamond 3 belts. However, he's going to have to put up one of those belts, that being I think it's the left-right championship. Yeah. Well, he's putting that championship on the line is Diamond Light, the character. But ultimately, the winner gets to face off against whoever the champion is at TLC, or the Super Show based on the same name. So those are your 3 opponents. I just wanted to go over why each of them are deserving of this match, as you are. Anyway, 2nd and 4, and Jacksonville has all but wrapped up this game. Up, down, up, down? Wait, I did have a list of the championships, and I wasn't sure. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. It is the up, down title. Sorry. So, or actually, it's called the up, down championship, but still. But yeah, the up, down, or up, down championship, that's on the line. Jose's also putting up the Universal Championship on the line. But again, the prize is a shot at the Blue Toad Wrestling Championship, or the Men's Championship. Anyway, nice run to get a first down, and the Jets have no more timeouts to burn, so now they could just run out the clock for good. Can Jacksonville. And Jacksonville, they are the lowest seed, and they get to move on. And for the Jets, it's business as usual. I mean, it's incredible the last time that we had the Jets on the show, the Jets made it all the way to the American Football Conference Championship, the AFC Championship match. Of course, they ended up losing to, I think it was the Broncos, I think? Or actually, no, that was in the divisional round, but still. Also, hey, what's up, Brandon? And also, Brandon, as you can see, Jacksonville has just about wrapped up this game, and they are moving on. And believe it or not, your brother, Jose, is with the Jacksonville Jaguars as a wideout. Yes, he's a wide receiver now. And that's it. Jacksonville has officially beaten New York. And for the Jets, it's back to the drawing board. But yeah, I'm very sorry about that, Diamond Light. I mean, you hate to lose at the start of the season. But as it is, Jacksonville moves on. And And of course, we will have our next matchup, and that's going to be the Lions at the Texans. Now, of course, not Jacksonville, sorry. The Jets got, or actually, no, I don't think it was the Jets. The Jets got close, but it was Trevor Lawrence who was able to break out and get that touchdown that put them up by 10 points, and they never looked back. And as a result, Jacksonville moves on. Jacksonville moves on. In fact, let's take a look at some of the stats really quickly. So, of course, Zach Wilson did not do his best. In fact, he did pretty much everything that you wouldn't want your quarterback to do. I mean, James Robinson, like, he was one of the guys that they just couldn't stop. And they also could not stop Carlos Hyde the one time that he ran it. They just couldn't stop him. And then, of course, Jose Blanco had 5 catches for 79 yards. Shadow Knight had 2 catches. Diamond Light had 2 catches, but for a couple more yards. But unfortunately, the fact that the Jets just could not make any use of Diamond Light as well as Shadow Knight is just a testament to the fact that, you know, Zach Wilson, I mean, he's got a lot of growing up to do, I hate to say. Also, welcome back, James Gamer. How you doing, man? But we will, but like anything else, as far as Diamond Light and as far as Najee are concerned, as far as, you know, the Madden series, they will be back. But anyway, up next is the Lions at the Texans, so let's get to that game right now. Oh, I went too far. Trying to get closer to the letter L. So far, I'm getting the L. Okay, that's close. There we go. There we go. But anyway, what's up, James? All right, so now, let me see. I don't have a way to contact Zach, but I can contact the others, including Ram, so let me get him. So this would be a good time to go get snacks and stuff like that. So, BRB. Also, let me see if anyone was trying to contact me on Twitter. Again, I hardly ever use Twitter again. Okay. All right, let me just get Mr. PPF. Oh. All right. Okay. Let me see how everyone's doing. All right, cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. John, let me get him. And then, oh no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. James Gamer, I just realized I made a mistake. I made a mistake. You know why? I made a mistake because you actually are in the game. You're actually, as you can see, your name is Zero Gamer, and you actually are in the game. I am terribly sorry. I forgot that I actually had you on this show. How terrible of me. But yeah, so yeah, James, if you're watching this, you're in the game. I just realized it. Anyway, let me get oh yeah, Ram. Let me get Ram as well. And then, as far as the Texans are concerned, yeah, so we have. Am I playing tonight? Unfortunately, not. But that's only because you have the first round bye, as you are the fifth seed. The top 6 seeds have the first round bye, so you'll be getting a game next week. So it's not tonight. I will say that. So if you wanted to watch SmackDown, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, your brother is going to have a game himself, though. So if anything, now, man, you can chill, man. But you can definitely stay and enjoy it, and we can talk. Now, of course, I am using my OBS, so I won't be able to invite you to a chat, sadly. Let me see. Who am I forgetting? Oh yeah, that's right. Let me get your bro, and let me get Miss Munchie. Wow, of course you would say that, Chaos. Anyway, of course, Crimson Ninja did win. He did win a Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys, albeit as a wide receiver. Now he is the quarterback, and we'll see if he can become the man in Houston. Alright, so I just need to get one more person. And that person is Munchie. Okay, let me get this almost done. All right, there we go. Okay, now that we got everything, and like I said, James, I hope you're still watching this because, like I said, it turns out I was wrong. You do have a game today. I didn't realize that. Anyway, well, no, not the Pro Bowl. And we'll close off the roof. But with that said, good luck to the Lions and the Texans. So let's get to it. So far, Jacksonville has already made it to the next round, and of course, by virtue of them being the lowest seed remaining, they will get to face off against Seattle. And of course, the winner of this game will face off against the Denver Broncos, as the second lowest seed will take on the second highest seed, and so on and so forth. And we are live here in NRG Stadium. I will say that out of all the facilities that are being used in NFL games, this is definitely state of the art, and it was state of the art when it first opened. So it's no wonder that Houston still has it as its home, and it's kind of funny because they have their old home, the old Houston Astrodome, albeit it was utilized for the then Houston Oilers. What difficulty is this on? It's on the hardest difficulty, but I'm not playing. So what I have is kind of, how do I put this? So I have created players, as you can see, 4 on each team to go along with the base team, and of course 10 teams start, but only one becomes the Super Bowl champion, and this is the wild card round. And up first is James Cleghorn, aka Crimson Ninja, as the starting quarterback. And also, hey, what's up, John? Anyway, John, well, first and foremost, how's everything going? And I hope everything's going well in your neck of the woods. I understand that you wanted to focus more on your studies, but also focus on, just enjoying your real life life. But how's everything going, man? But it's great to have you on the show. Anyway, they hand it off, and they get 7 yards on that. 2nd and 3. And of course, John, MBN John, the guy that just came into the chat, Dade County, is one of the created players that was drafted. I say drafted. And hanging in there? Oh, I hope it's nothing too serious. Or if it's just, I don't know if it's the weather or if it's, just life making it tougher on you. I'm hoping that that's not the case, but otherwise, though, I really hope you are hanging in there. Not that I would want to wish that upon anybody. Well, at least for most people. Anyway, nice run-stopping defense there on the Texans. And as for John, John is. Wait, where did I put you? Wait, where did I put John? Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. I put John on the Detroit. Or wait, did I? Anyway, how's everything going, John? I was just double checking my notes though. Anyway, nice catch there. I didn't see who that was who caught it. I was too busy looking at my notes. I didn't see who caught it. Replies might be slow. I'm playing Fall Guys at the moment. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. But nonetheless, though, like I said, I'm hoping that you're doing well, and I wish nothing but the best for you, man. And speaking of the best, I'm happy to tell you that you're in a #1 contender match for the Blue Toad Wrestling Championship. Or to be the #1 contender for that championship, rather. Excuse me. So that's why I shared with you your match against Wild Matt Outlaw. I mean, the fact that you took out a really, really giant of a man, a really giant. I mean, he's a giant, is Matt Outlaw. But but just like David, he slayed Goliath, and that's what John did to Wild Matt. And I've heard good things about Fall Guys and how, fun that is. I haven't, not that I've ever played it, but I've heard how fun it is, though. Okay. Anyway, now running it, and Johnson gets the run and a first down, more importantly. So far it is 0-0, but Houston is threatening. Anyway, nice handoff there to Johnson by Cleghorn, a.k.a. Crimson Ninja. I mean, great solid run there.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
All right, back to the game, and I guess... Oh, well, never mind. I was about to... Well, Brockers gets himself a sack for Detroit, as Detroit gets its first smash in the form of a sack, and that'll take them back 7 yards. Life has been fine, although some days of summer are rather boring when I have nothing to do. Yeah, that is true. That is true, and I do apologize for falling behind on what is it? Recording stuff for the TGO. Really, I have. Anyway, I can't believe I'd ever say it, but I do low-key miss school. The social aspect of it, at least. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's like you take it for granted until it's like you don't know what you have until you lose it. And sometimes, every now and then, when you lose something and on the occasion that you get it back, you appreciate it a lot more. I can tell you firsthand that like being able to enjoy a meal at a restaurant, I know it sounds so cliche, but there was a stretch for the best part of, a year and a half, maybe even close to 2 years, where I couldn't like sit down at a restaurant and enjoy my meal. So I could totally see where you're coming from when it comes to the social aspect of, going to school. I'm like, sure, you hate the homework, but you definitely like talking to the people. I was kind of the opposite in the sense that I wasn't, like, very social. But one thing I did like was, being the best in terms of being academically, being the best academically is what I was trying to say. Also, hey, what's up? Brian Happy Meal Hernsberger. How you doing, man? Okay. All right, so 1st and 10 with 30 seconds left. So far, the Texans have been able to, keep the drive alive. It's just that they're taking a long time to do it, but they're doing it. I think I miss school when the other kids go to school. Oh, wait, what do you mean by that, Brian? Just curious, though. Anyway, 2nd and 5 at the 20 as Houston is approaching the red zone. And, of course, number 76 is John. It's just that I forgot to change it to John. I had it under Tan Man, but I'll have to change it after the game. I just forgot to do that at the start of the game, so that's on me. Anyway, and every teacher knows me. Wow. And a roughing the passer call, and that's going to put Houston at the 6-yard line as we get to the end of the first quarter, and at the end it is 0-0. Yeah, you're number 76 on Detroit. But like I said, I forgot to change your name back to MBN John, as in your place is Tan Man C. Oh yeah, the Philadelphia 76ers, yeah. Oh, that's right, you did graduate. Yeah. But as that happens, Houston takes the lead with the first touchdown, and they get it to Cooks. Great catch there by Cooks. And, of course, being that this was at around the time that Matt Patricia was the coach, Of course, well, actually, no, Matt Patricia's not the coach anymore. I mean, he was 2 seasons ago. Of course, he just the current coach inherited the mess that Matt Patricia left behind for Detroit. For those who are familiar with Detroit Lions football, and so I would miss the kids that was there and my friends. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, but didn't you did you graduate high school or was it college? I just remember that you did graduate, though. That's all I know. Anyway, Houston takes a lead, 7-0. Less than 5 minutes to go in the half. I miss the people who I wouldn't see outside of school. Yeah, that is true. I mean, there are some people, like when I was in high school, that I do miss. I do miss that. But, you know, as much as I miss them, there were just some people that, but by the same token, there are some people that were part of my class that I don't miss at all. But on the other hand, I would like to see him again at some point, but I totally get where you're coming from, though. I had friends. Excuse me. Brian Hernsberger says, "Well, I had friends that was in marching band. I never got to be part of marching band, but I heard good things about it." Anyway, Maxim Aurelius, aka PPF, gets a pass off. Great juke move, and wow, nice move there to get the first pass for Aurelius. And in fact, this is their first possession of the game, as Houston used up most of the clock, if not all of it, in the first quarter. And now for Detroit, this is only their first possession. So Houston did a pretty good job keeping the drive alive and culminating in a score. Although this time Houston was able to limit it to just 1 yard. Yes, high school. Oh, okay. Of course, as far as MBN John is concerned, John, you did win by the way, John, you did win a Super Bowl in the Season 8 Super Bowl of the Madden series, and that was between Tampa Bay and the Kansas City Chiefs, and you were drafted by the Chiefs, and you won a Super Bowl with them. Anyway, I still see my main group of friends, but the only chance I really get to see those people is at parties and stuff. And then Brian says the marching band up here was good. We all had ones. Ones? So what constitutes a 1? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being or is that a term that I'm not familiar with? Anyway, nice pass, and this could be, I believe, touchdown, Lions! And just like that, the Lions have tied this game up, or they're rather a extra point away from doing that. But wow, the Lions responded in very quick fashion, as Aurelius was able to get it to, who was that? To Wright, and Wright was able to make the right moves, and the price is right, indeed. I used to be in band and played the baritone. Interesting. I was never in band, but I did play for my musical class back in elementary school. I believe I was in 6th grade at the time. And we did a concert in which I was playing a recorder, aka a flute, a wooden flute. So I was playing a wooden flute, and we were doing the, what's it called, the name escapes me right now. But I know that it was covered by the Righteous Brothers, though, Anyway, I used to I used to lift the U.S. flag during the football games because of Boy Scouts. So I am done with school and Boy Scouts. I'll be off to college in less than a month. Oh man. You know what, John? I remember when I excited but also nervous. Yeah, dude. On one hand, I was nervous because I wasn't sure how I was going to transition from, going from, high school, which was hard enough as it was. But on the other hand, I was excited because, I had my fair share of bullies in high school. Mind you, I was not the most popular kid at the time. If I know, a big shock, really. Haven't figured out a good college for me. I'm hoping that you'll find it, and that I would pick one that is closest to you or one that is not that far of a drive. I mean, well, that's what I would do, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Now, unless of course you have a scholarship or something. But yeah, one thing I was excited for when I went from high school to college was the fact that I wouldn't have to deal with those bullies anymore. Because there were certain people that I was not. I just didn't care for, and plus they didn't really like me either. So it's like it was mutual. So for that reason alone, I was more receptive to starting college. And really, college was my first outlet of being an adult, because up until then, I had to do everything that was told, and I had little to no say on the matter. But when I got to college, I had to grow up real quick. And I also had to learn how to, manage my finances, because up until then, I only had just extra money that my parents would give me. So I was given a budget, and I had to stay within budget. Of course, back then, things didn't cost as much as they do now. But still, I remember. I remember when when I would go to the cafeteria, the cafe was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. At my first college that I went to, it was really good. But yeah, I'm hoping that the college experience for you, John, goes really well. I seriously mean that. And that and if there's anything you need help with in terms of having somebody to talk to when it comes to knowing what to do when you're at college in general, you're more than welcome to talk to me, my friend. I just know that it can be difficult, but if you put your mind to it, and you value your education, which I know that you do, and by you I mean John and to an extent Brian Hernsberger, and also, hey, what's up, Ram? And Ram, as you can see, you're on the Lions. That would be the team in white with blue accents, and the Houston Texans take a 14-7 lead with 2 minutes and 21 seconds in the first half. I mean, really though, John, you've been a very good friend of mine. In fact, I remember when I was on my way out of college, dude, you were just getting into high school, and I think if anything, I remember it wasn't that long ago that you were just getting into high school, and before that, you were in middle school, I think. But I just know that when you were doing that, I was on my way out. So yeah, your favorite team is playing. And by the way, the quarters, it's 5 minutes a quarter. So that way the game doesn't drag on. So you don't have to worry about the game going too long. So I just wanted to point that out there, Mr. Ram, or Ramish, or Ramesh, but Ram, it's on. And in fact, that was you right there, number 33.
Their second overall drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
I should also mention that you're a defensive player. You're the cornerback. And of course, John, even though he has the Tan Man C name, which I forgot to change, is a linebacker. Also on that team is Zach Walker, who is the center, and of course the quarterback is Maxim Aurelius, aka PPF. Just wanted to point out who was on that team. And then on Houston, you have yours truly, TJ Toad, or Taju22, whatever you wish to call me, as well as James Cleghorn, the quarterback for Houston, aka Crimson Ninja. And then at And then at offensive guard is Adidra Lewis, aka Munchie. And at and at linebacker is James Gamer. I forgot to mention that I'm a strong safety. I forgot to mention that little part there. But those are the players in play. And then Brian says, "Hey Ram, 3-1 for Detroit. They gotta convert on this one, especially if they want to keep up with Houston, as Houston has yet to be stopped. So Detroit needs this one. Can they get it? They do. Nice catch there. And who was that who caught it? Raymond. And that was his first reception for 15 yards. So now Detroit still alive, but they got, well, at least they keep this drive alive. But they have a minute and 30 seconds and counting. Oh, wait a minute. There's a flag. Well, they get a stop, but now wait a minute. What's the flag on? I'm going to have to dip TJ. Aw. It was great getting to come on for a bit, though. Not a problem. By the way, John, you are, I will mention that you're going to be on tomorrow's show for Blue Toad Wrestling. I will let you know when your match is next or is about to be next, so I just wanted to let you know that. But other than that, though, I will let you get going. So take care, my friend, and enjoy the rest of your night, my friend. And like I said, you can always talk to me if you need to. Just reach out to me in the DMs. It's cool, though. Okay, so Detroit still going. Now a 2nd and 7. Nice catch there by Hawkinson. Got it? All right, cool. All right, I'll let you get going. Anyway, 2nd and 7. PPF looking for somebody, but is unable to get rid of that ball, and unfortunately for them, they have to burn a timeout. 3rd and 13. So Detroit needs this. They need to keep this going. They can ill afford to give up. They can ill afford to come away with no points.
The Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Maxim trying to find somebody. He gets a throw off, but unfortunately, yeah, not a very good throw. Unfortunately, he could have ran for it, but unfortunately, he doesn't have the wheels that he once did when he was younger. And as a matter of fact, they will have to kick it away. And that's the first time anybody's gotten a stop. Well, anyway, nice kick there, and that will get him at the 16-yard line. Not a bad return there as far as the kicking team is concerned. But David Johnson has been unstoppable. 61 yards on 8 rushes and a touchdown. I mean, if Detroit's going to have any chance of winning, they have to be able to stop the run. And in fact, they got to stop Houston, period. Because that's the one thing they haven't been able to do, is stop them. So now Houston has 43 seconds left to add to their lead. And the Texans will use a timeout. Anyway, when I had Madden, I was playing as the Dallas Cowboys, and the other team was tough. Oh, all right. And that was a no gain on that. 2nd and 10. That's not a bad first start if you're the defense for Detroit. They hand it off, and just as predicted, they couldn't stop the run. In fact, they didn't even anticipate the run. They were kind of anticipating a pass play, but that was a good play call there by Houston. And it's kind of mirrors the last game that we just had with Jacksonville and New York, the Jets, in that the Jets couldn't stop the run. Nice catch there, and, well, forced out of bounds. And Cleghorn is 8 for 8 with 98 yards and a touchdown. So Cleghorn, a.k.a. Crimson Ninja, doing as advertised, he is coming through huge. Let me see, Brian Hernsberger or Mike Wasson. I'm just looking to see if I have your character there, Brian. Ooh, nice catch though, but was he? No, he was out of bounds. Never mind.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Okay, I don't. Well, if you do, let me know if you're interested though. And that was not a good throw there by Cleghorn. That's 2 bad passes in a row, and that might just force them to kick it away. I mean, they started off well, but then the last 2 passes just were not, until one time that I kept on winning until one time. Oh. On Madden. Can't always win them all. Anyway, there you see Ram number 33.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Well, now the Lions have field position compared to Houston from when they started, but they only have 15 seconds left. We'll see if they can come up with something in 15 seconds. Also, let me check the... Anyway, they hand it off and, well, get only 3 yards on that one. That I lost one match. Well, hey, like I said, you can't always win them all. Anyway, that's the end of the half, and at the end, it is 14-7 Houston. And of course, like I mentioned before, the winner of this game will get to face off against the Denver Broncos.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams.
Anyway, there you see, but I kept on trying. Oh, and of course we get to see a little bit of what Ram looks like with without his helmet.
football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback.
All right, so at the 25-yard line is where Detroit is going to start. So Detroit does have possession. Anyway. Yeah, that is, it is what it is, McMahon is retiring, and, well, I don't know what else to say except, that McMahon is, I mean, it was bound to happen, but I just didn't know when it would ever happen, and it is, but, and for who knows, who knows, we could be getting worked. Anyway, nice catch there. And they get it to the 34. Now a 2nd and 1. But for Detroit, they got to get a score, especially a touchdown, as a touchdown will tie this game more than likely. They hand it off, and they get just enough for a first down as Swift gets taken down at the 40. 1st and 10 at the 40. Hey, Adidra Lewis, how are you? And Adidra, I'm happy to say that you're on the Houston Texans as an offensive guard. As a guard, so, but right now you're on the you're watching the defense at work. Anyway, nice takedown. I believe who was that who caught him? Oh, that was Nightmare, or rather, Zero Gamer, James Gamer. James Zero Gamer, nice tackle there. But anyway, great to see Munchie. And wow, nice run there. Good Swift run, pun intended, by Swift to get a first down. Now taking a page out of Houston's book where they are just extending, they are just taking what the defense gives them, and they are keeping the drive alive, and they are using up a lot of clock. I'm surprised I'm still up, lol. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is our second and final game of the night. Still got one more quarter left to go, but nice catch. And who did he get it to? He got it to, I believe that was Reynolds he got it to. Yeah, he did. His second catch, 29 yards. So yeah, you're with the team that has the dark uniforms with the with the bull logo. And unfortunately for Swift, that will cause him to go back 1 yard. Nice tackle there for loss. But yeah, hopefully everything's going well with you and your baby to be. Anyway, nice tackle there by Gruger Hill, I believe that's his name. Or at least that's how you pronounce his name, rather. And they get the completion. I believe that was to Hawkinson. And it is a first down. Great play there by Hawkinson to use his wide reach to get to a first down. Anyway, I just started playing Madden today. Yeah, everything is good with me and Mini-Me. Aww. Wait, what installment of Madden are you playing, if I may ask? Anyway, another stop and another tackle for loss. That's back-to-back by Gruger Hill, I should say. I mean, if you're Detroit, I mean, you gotta mix up your offense. I mean, if you run the same thing over and over again, they're gonna know how to stop it. Now another 2nd and 11. Well, if they're going to go for another 11-yard pass play, I mean, I have to imagine Houston's going to try to exploit that if it's that predictable. Well, it was somewhat predictable, but well defended and a drop pass. Now 3rd and 11 with 1:21 seconds left to go in the third. 2K22 MVP. Wait, 2K22. Wait, I think you meant to say Madden 21. No, that's Madden 22. And another incompletion though. But yeah, Madden 22. It doesn't have the 2K name anymore. Or actually, I don't even know if it had the name before. Because I do remember the old ones, especially with I remember it had the co-branding of ESPN. I remember that, especially with 2K5. Yeah. Now that I remember, so yeah, it's Madden 22. This game I'm using. Anyway, the field goal is good. That'll cut it down to a 4-point game. But now, the real question is, can the Lions get the ball back? Xbox PC? Xbox PC. Unless you're saying that you play on both Xbox and PC. Xbox PC. Again, I'm not that familiar with Xbox, as you could tell. I'm not.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Okay. No, just PC. I do have an Xbox One X. Oh, okay. Unless you can play stuff on your PC on an Xbox. Even though that would be cool, though. But either way, though, it does sound good. So, on the PC. Okay, so 2nd and 7. I was just checking my notes for a little bit, so sorry for the silence there. And now they hand it off. Oh, but he got tripped by his own guy by accident, and that could have been a big run, but instead that's going to put it to 3rd and 4. So, big opportunity for Detroit to get a stop here. If they can do it, they will have a chance to take the lead. Right now, Houston holding on to a slim 4-point lead. They would love to get a field goal, if not a touchdown, to really put this game away. And of course, on offense or on offensive guard is Deidre Lewis, and a great pass there by Cleghorn, aka Crimson Ninja. You know, I should mention, Munchie, that Crimson Ninja, he's a big fan of yours. In fact, he's a big fan of yours, and he was like, when he found out that you were going to be on the same team as him, especially as an offensive guard, aka one of the players that protects the quarterback. When he found out that you were going to protect him, he smiled really. He smiled, and he gave me that cheesy smile when he found out about it. But I think he's just a big fan of yours, so I just wanted to point that little tidbit out there. Anyway, now we are at the start of the 4th and final quarter. Every quarter is 5 minutes. I should mention that little tidbit there too. But for Houston, this is an opportunity to put this game away. And Cleghorn, well, gets intercepted. And not what you wanted to do if you're Houston, as I cannot pronounce that young man's name, but he gets an interception. And now Detroit now has a chance to take the lead. But yeah, not a good throw there by Cleghorn, aka Crimson Ninja. So now Detroit with a big opportunity. All right, now Detroit. And a nice catch. I believe he had enough forward momentum, and that's enough for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And that was a catch by Reynolds. 3 catches, but for big chunks of yards. And PPF, Maxim Aurelius didn't even see Murray coming at him, and as a result, he loses 7 yards. So now it's a 2nd and 17, but as you can see, the safety was left unchecked. In fact, he went around 2 players that were blocking each other, and in fact, that was Eric Murray who got to him. So great play there by Murray, one of your teammates, Munchie. Yeah, Munchie, your teammate did pretty well, did Murray. But now it is 2nd and 17. 4 minutes and counting. PPF trying to find somebody, and that was just not a good pass. I'm not sure why you would throw that, honestly. But now this is a critical situation here for Detroit, as they now have to get 17 yards. But can they get it? Nothing. Nothing. That's what they got. And unfortunately, the play calling as far as the offensive coordinator is concerned, as far as Detroit, just not good play calling. Of course, that sack on that first down really didn't help. And in fact, they're going to punt it away. And that's going to go, they're going to mark it at the 16. And there you see Cleghorn with a touchdown, but also that interception from earlier. And for Houston, they dodged a bullet, but now we'll see if they can extend the lead by 3 or 7 points. And another bad pass.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, 2nd and 10 for Houston. And a completion at the 28.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think, Munchie, you're number 69, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. or rather the game, I mean. Can correct me if I'm wrong.
Gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on.
All right, 2nd and 1. They hand it off. And they do get a first down, and a huge one, as we approach the 2-minute warning. And it is the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
All right, so 1st and 10 for Houston at the 42. So if anything, they would be best to try to run out the clock. But it would be, well, of course, if they can get great blocking on this, drive, then the Lions would have to burn as many timeouts as they would need to, if they have any chance of getting the ball back with as much time as they can get.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
And another run and another first down. And of course they'll be disappointed to have to burn a timeout there. All right, so 1st and 10. And Johnson just keeps, I don't know how he's doing it, but Johnson is just running it right down their throats. And after this, Detroit has no more timeouts to burn, so unless Detroit can get a stop or a turnover or something, Houston's going to be able to run out the clock and win this game. They hand it off. And Johnson again. What a run by Johnson. And that is more than likely going to do it for Detroit. And Detroit, they played well, but unfortunately they just fell short. And Houston, barring a miracle, is going to win this. And they will face off against the Denver Broncos. Well, now it's just a matter of time. But congratulations to Houston, and also congratulations to the Jaguars on winning their games earlier. I will say this, Munchie as well as, Munchie did a great job with, protecting Crimson Ninja, James Claycorn. And Houston was able to stop, Detroit enough for them to hold on and win, and that's exactly what they did, as Houston wins 14-10. And as mentioned before, they're gonna go up against the Broncos, and it will be a huge step up in competition, as Denver is a very dangerous team, and now they have their quarterback. And there you see the run and the pass for the Texans. So they did just enough to win. And then, of course, for the Lions, this was their biggest play at that point. But nonetheless, though, the Texans do win. 14-10.
It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
And next time, and I'm hoping by then we won't have any more problems with the PS4 just cutting out. Not sure why it's doing that, and I'm hoping that it does not become a recurring problem from here on out. In fact, let's take a look at some of the stats really quick before we go. So unfortunately, Maxim played the best of the two. However, Cleghorn, or rather his team, was able to do just enough outside of what Cleghorn was doing to make up for it, especially on the runs, because of the fact that David Johnson just... They couldn't stop him. I mean, David Johnson had triple digits in yards, and he has a touchdown. And in fact, if anything, David Johnson had a huge part in it. And then, as far as touchdowns, then of course you had Brandon Cooks with one, but it was a huge one. But then when it came to blocking, pancake blocks? Anyway, what this stat does when it comes to blocking, which is what, Aditra Lewis, a.k.a. Munchie, does, the one thing you don't want to do is have a number next to the word sack. That's in terms of sacks allowed. But in this case, well, Munchie did her job, so she's not in this one. This is a category you don't want to be in. And then for defense, I can't pronounce this young man's name, but he had an interception, but really couldn't do much with it. But, I mean, this game had a little bit of everything, but not really a lot of any one thing that I could say, oh yeah, this was a shootout or a defensive struggle. No, it was relatively low scoring, but scoring nonetheless. So that's what we had. Okay, so that's the end of our show. But I'm very sorry that we had 4 parts when it really should have just been one. It really should not have been 4 parts, but it just so happened to be that way. But from all of us here, this is the Blue Toad Juju22 signing off, saying goodbye. I will see you next time. I will see you tomorrow, rather. And until then, stay safe, be kind to each other, and just, keep yourself cool. It is getting hot out there. Until then, Juju22 out. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.